One of the things that I feel like humans need to keep in check or keep checking is their self-esteem, because it is one of the most important things a human has, especially dealing with this world. It's actually his self-esteem, and if a person's self-esteem is really low, there's so many things in life, that he is gonna be affected in, whether that's relationship with someone, you know, whether that's making money, whether that's being loving, caring, all that sort of stuff, having a relationship with people, and overall just contentment with life. So it's one of those few things in life that always people try to just be like, oh, I just have low self-esteem, and but they don't really know the impact that it can create in you and how easily it can destroy everything in your life. It brings heavy amount of insecurity among people, low self-esteem, you know whether that's, for example, making money. Like, to make money, I feel like one of the big things you actually have to, that makes you keep going while trying to make money, or just at least try and attempt in the process of making or creating a business, a source of income. It is your self-esteem, and each failure kind of contributes to the self-esteem. But in those times, you actually have to keep yourself in check and just make yourself just kind of delusionally optimistic about things that can go right. Otherwise, it's just gonna slowly kill you off. You wouldn't even know. Like, you could be like having a normal self-esteem, but like, it's gonna be so slow. All the failures in life is gonna slowly suck you down so bad that eventually your self-esteem is gonna be so bad you wouldn't even be able to speak with people without feeling like you're gonna get abandoned. And all the social anxiety is one of the biggest cause of having low self-esteem, and people pleasing habits that develops because you just have low self-esteem and just want to please people to actually just be like accept you in a way. So that's one of the symptoms of low self-esteem. It is just, yeah, it is one of those things that it not just affects just a single part of your life, it just affects a lot of part. It ruins relationship with people, and you just feel like everyone is trying to get you, even if you have some sort of a banter joke around something, you take it personally, and you kind of have resentment and just want to not hang out with people because you feel like they're going to talk about all the failures you have in your life. Or like, even speaking with women, what if she thinks that I have no money? What if she thinks that I'm not confident, I'm not I'm not the guy that who has a lot of confidence. So it is slowly, it just chips off a little bit, and just you would know in like probably years to come, you have really low confidence, and which is a result of low self-esteem. And you just have to keep checking yourself. Each failure contributes, like I said, each failure contributes to that. So when that failure comes in your life, make sure that just keep yourself delusionally optimistic when things are going terribly bad. Just give yourself hope. I think hope is the key thing that actually brings confidence, brings some just optimism towards a greater future in life. And just never let the hope die, and never let yourself go down bad and just be like a victim. Because once you kind of identify as a victim, and because things are not working out for you, you feel like a failure, and you try to like go into this sorrow, sadness kind of persona, because it feels good. It kind of feels good to be a victim. I've been there, but it is one of the worst things you can do for your self-esteem, and you will love being a victim, and it is gonna slowly harm you, right? And it's gonna lower your self-esteem overall. So never be a victim to, circumstances, anything, anything that happens in life. Try not to be a victim, even if it's hard, even if that's what you're prone to do, and like I think most people are like that. If they have constant failures in life, nothing they do, they succeed in, they try so many things but they don't succeed in anything. You kind of wanna be a victim, right? So try not to do that. Try not to be that guy. Just acknowledge and be self-aware that, like, you can be optimistic. You can kind of fake yourself, or like, I don't know if that's the right word, but you kind of fake being optimistic. And even if situation is really bad, you can always try to just believe and just have some level of hope, because that is the thing that is going to take you out from that, like pain kind of situation and kind of feeling down. And people take these things lightly, and just like, for example, like, if you are good at everything you do except making money, and that one thing where you feel like you're the worst at doing that, or like everything you do while trying to make money is just not succeeding, that that feeling of failure is gonna just transfer to the other parts of your life. You're slowly gonna be an awkward person. You don't want to talk to anyone. You want to isolate yourself. You want to actually just you feel like you kind of have social anxiety now all of a sudden, even if you didn't have any kind of problem speaking with people. But that one thing kind of affected everything in your life, and that's the point I'm trying to get to through this video. So try to check yourself in those situations. And yeah, okay, so yeah, that's what I wanted to share. And yeah, be hopeful.